Hello everyone. Today I'm going to try a little experiment here, playing with some new software, and I am going to counterfeit some logos. I did this recently for a real project, so I just wanted to walk through the process of how that works. First of all, I'm going to start with an easy one, which is not that one. It's going to be this one. So I just went to the website and I grabbed this ISD school district logo, and I'm going to open that in Illustrator. As you can tell, it is not a vector file. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen. Not sure what you're seeing. Let's go back here. Yeah, that'll work. Don't know what it is with school districts, but they all seem very glued to Times New Roman. Not a bad typeface, it's just terribly overused. But lucky for me, everyone has it, so I know where to find it. Okay, pretty easy this one. Just type a capital C. Oh, that's Windows. And I'm going to make that really big. I'm holding down the Shift key on the keyboard, and I'll go ahead and make this Times New Roman. I'm trying regular first. Yep, that got it, I think. I'll almost line that up there. And enlarge. Don't do much. Enlarge that. Okay, how are we coming along? Pretty good. I'll line up the baseline. Scoot that down with my arrow key. And from here, I'm just gonna nudge that up with the keyboard controls. Ooh, tiny bit more. Okay, left arrow key, scoot, scoot, scoot. Ooh, bingo. Okay, that's good for that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and turn that to outlines. Let's see, create outlines. Command-Shift-O, that's the way I usually do that. And I guess we'll go ahead and make it that red. And scoot that over. I want to actually pick my red with the eyedropper. I'm going to do that, which means I've got a red over here. I will create a new swatch. It is what it is. Say OK, and then it pops up in my swatches palette. Go back to the arrow tool. Select my big black C and make it red. And then scoot it back into place. Okay, so far so good. Just got to do the ISD now. Again, text tool, click. Of course, it's huge from where I ended up. I'm arrow keying down to get this a little bit more manageable. Okay, that'll work. IS. Are we typing? Are we typing? Oh, it's still shrinking. Okay, ISD. Back to the arrow key. I'm going to move this over here. Scoot that down. I have my Shift key held down, so when I enlarge this, I'll do it proportionally. Okay, looks like my sides are lined up. I'll scoot that down into place. Right there. Okay, it's 247 points. I'm going to go up a couple more. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to hold the Shift key down and slide that back to the left so I can take a look at this brown, getting my eyedropper tool, clicking on the D. That gives me a color up here in the color palette. Click and go down to create new swatch. It is whatever it is. And now it's in my swatches palette. Okay, so now I just got to click on the ISD, click on the brown, scoot that back into place. Gonna shrink my document a little bit. Okay, there was the logo I started out with. And that's the logo I just created, and it's in vector form. How do I know that? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and turn that to outlines. So on the keyboard, I'm going to hold down Command Y, which switches me into outline view. And as you can tell, I have a box over here because that was not a vector file. And then I have vector information over here. And I will zoom in so you can see it's vector information. It'll be sharp at any size. Business card to billboard. I'm going to go ahead and hit Command Y again. We're going back into preview mode. And as you can tell, it'll be sharp forever. And that's where it maxes out. We're at 6,400%. Okay, coming back down. And then I would click on this, I would delete that, I would Command A, select all, hold Shift key down on the keyboard, shrink this down to a more normal size. This is an 8.5 by 11 document. Gonna hit Command R, gives me my rulers to the top and the left. So this is about 4.5 inches. I think that's plenty big for a logo. Besides, when I import it into something else, like InDesign, I can change the size in there and it will maintain its vectorness, which means it will maintain how sharp it is. And I will now just need to go up to File, Save As. What were we in? This was Lee. Lee, where'd you go? Oh, yep, we're there. Okay, CISD logo, blah, 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 blah. Get rid of the GIF. Color large, sure. Color, I'll say demo, save, okay, done. And that is the first one.